It's Championship Sunday in the city of brotherly love. The three-time defending champions from Berkeley, the Cal Bears, looking for number 4. But they will be tested as the new number 1 seed UCLA Bruins come calling at the Penn Mutual Collegiate Rugby Championship.
Day 2, you feel like you got hit by a train.
It's aching, you know, lactic acid's kicked in, ibuprofen becomes your best friend.
I mean, obviously you feel fatigued. You know, if you didn't, then you obviously didn't work hard enough on Saturday.
That's part of the challenge. Everyone's getting pulled out of bed, but it's about who can get up the fastest, who wants to get up. Not everyone wants to get up.
It's easy for someone to say, my body's tired, my body's done, but your mind isn't done, and your body's not really done.
Bring your lunch pail and go back to work.
It's more getting your mind right and blocking that out and just pushing through it and catching your second wind.
I'm thinking about all that work that I've put in and how prepared I am for it. And I think a lot of the guys are the same in that.
You'll have tougher opponents, but I guess those are the matches we live for.
It does take a lot, but you're only going to win a tournament if you're prepared to go full measure on Sunday.
NBCSN is proud to bring you coverage of the 2016 Penn Mutual Collegiate Rugby Championship. Today from Talent Energy Stadium outside of Philadelphia, this is what's on the line. The National Championship in Rugby Sevens. That trophy has resided in Berkeley for the last 3 years. Will it make the return trip? We'll find out today. A late arriving crowd because Mother Nature is in a foul mood, pushing our schedule up. But Brian Hightower, former captain of Team USA, the show must go on despite the pain that you're probably feeling today.
Absolutely, an earlier wake-up call. But you know what? It's all equal, Todd, because everybody has to go through the same thing. And on day 2, adrenaline takes over. The teams that are strongest mentally will rise to the top today, and the ones with the deepest benches.
All right, pool play is done. We are down to the Elite 8. And here's how it plays out. The new number 1 seed, UCLA Bruins, will take on Penn State to get things started. Kutztown and Dartmouth, Arizona and Life, and California and Arkansas State, a rematch from pool play. 2 very strong teams.
Based on yesterday, Todd, a clash between California and UCLA might be the final.
The Cal Bears looking awfully good yesterday.
And they're so well-rounded. And, you know, about Cal, they're a 12-man squad, not just a 7-man squad. When you get called, you answer the call. Yesterday it was Jesse Milne. He had a great day, normally a utility back for the Bears, but dotted 2 down. He was the difference. They're very deep. UCLA, though, this year might be their year. They got players like Niall Berry, the captain, very creative side. Look at the moves on Berry. This next highlight, look at the step. That's why he's a next-level player, but this year they are healthy, unlike last year, and they're deep. They've got players they can bring off the bench. They look dangerous.
And we are set to go. The UCLA Bruins on the left, Penn State on the right, the first quarterfinal. And our Tracy Wilson is standing by with the head man for UCLA, Scott Stewart.
Well, Scott, you came away disappointed last year. You are the number 1 seed this year. You must be pleased. What has made the difference?
Well, I think all the hard work that we put in our lead up to here is put a pretty special team on the field for us this year. But I mean, being the number 1 seed on day 2 doesn't mean much. I mean, it means that you're playing against a good team that's number 8. So in championship rugby, anybody can beat anybody, and we've got to play our best to be successful today.
Well, let's talk about the early start, especially coming from the West Coast. Will that be a factor?
Well, I think we've had a few days here to get acclimatized to the time change, and it is what it is. You know, we are faced with obstacles in this game and things that are difficult, and an 8 a.m. start is just another thing that's going to bring us together.
Okay, good luck.
Thank you.
And here come the Bruins and the Nittany Lions as we take a look at the Subway rules of the game for Rugby 7.
Pretty simple, Todd. 7-on-7. There's a lot of space out there for creativity. You can't throw the ball forward. You're trying to work your way down across the opponent's goal line. You just dot the ball down. 5 points. It's called a try.
So Penn State very happy to make it into this quarterfinal round. This is the knockout phase. And the Bruins, as the number 1 seed, they look so dominant in their pool play. But how do they answer the bell on Sunday morning? Brian, you've been in this situation before. We heard the players talk about ibuprofen's your friend. The body might not be as willing as the mind.
One of the things that UCLA has going in their favor is, like we said, the depth off the bench. They can bring players in. They're probably a little bit better rested than their opponents, Penn State, but it's a whole new tournament. You have to approach it that way. You can't get complacent just because you were successful yesterday. And if you look at how they beat up their opponents, UCLA really looking dominant on day one. Can they continue that?
Putting up more than 100 points in 3 games with the Bruins, and only giving up 1 try, and that was a late one to South Carolina. Okay. UCLA will be in the black and blue, white jerseys belonging to Penn State.
Mark's here at the 5.
A little bit of grease out there as far as some moisture goes, makes that the tackiness of the ball is a little bit harder to grip. So we'll see if that plays a factor. The passes have to be accurate, and you got to stay switched on mentally.
Set.
Kean Barry of UCLA setting the tone early with a big tackle, and he's called for a dangerous tackle. Brian, we talked about this yesterday. You can't really initiate the tackle above the shoulders.
Yeah, anytime the arms go above those shoulders, the referee is probably going to award a penalty.
Malcolm May driving through, and a nice clean out there as well by the senior, number 3, Mikel Washington. Washington, the big bruiser, just battery ram it in.
2, get out.
3 penalties so far already on UCLA. Great straight up tackle there. That's Devin Lim.
Ball comes free momentarily. Play called dead. And a knock on and an offsides against Penn State.
When the ball's knocked on, you can't play the ball, and that's what Penn State did, so that's a penalty to UCLA. They'll slow the pace down.
Blake Burdett, the head coach for Penn State. There you see their record in pool play. Victories over Drexel, Virginia Tech, and a close loss to Life. And for more on the Penn State Nittany Lions, we check in on the field with Tracy.
Well, Todd, I talked to Penn State's coach, Blake Burdett. He said basically we need to cut out our mistakes against UCLA. He said when they happen, mistakes happen, we get frantic. We're at our best when we're patient, so we're looking for something good to happen for us so we can build on it. Bottom line, he said, our defense has not been great. We have to be physical. He says against UCLA, we got to throw it out. We got nothing to lose.
You see the speed of the Bruins. Thank you, Tracy, on the outside as they test the corners of the Penn State defense. And Brian, this is where they've done such a good job in the last 3 games in pool play, stretching that defense, switching the field. And as a player, you got to be gassed running side to side.
Well, and they don't run sideways. They try to straighten their lines, draw defenders. They're good, skilled rugby players.
Ball knocked free that time. Barry of UCLA loses the handle.
Get down to it.
Slight knock on there by Penn State, and so it'll come back, on UCLA, knocked forward, and so Penn State with the scrum.
So our first scrum of the Elite 8 in the quarterfinals. Another way to restart the game as Scott Stewart looks on, and we will take you down on the field and let you listen into the commands.
Down. Crouch. Bind. Set. Still intact.
Not liking the play of number 10 on UCLA, Kean Barry. So Penn State holding steady here early on. Remember, 7-minute halves, clock continues to run. You'll see the clock go to 0 at the half, but that game, the half has to end on a dead ball. So even though the clock will be at 0, they will play on.
Release.
So far, I like the structure of Penn State's defense.
Leave it.
They stay connected. They chase down that first break by Kean Barry. Oh, but it's about to be broken open by Seb Sharp.
Seb Sharp, number 12, with a beautiful cutback. Put this kid to work in the Rose Bowl as Seb Sharp gets the first try of the day.
Now, it looked like Robbie Aramescu had a chance, the number 9 for Penn State, if he would have just stayed on the job. Right there, you can see him trailing him. He slows down and gives Sharp the cutback angle.
Beautiful run, about 50 yards to pay dirt for Seb Sharp. He is the senior from London, England, began playing rugby at the age of 5.
And not to pick on Iramescu too much, but sometimes that's the difference on day 2, is finishing out, not stopping until the try is scored or the whistle blows. And I think Rob could have maybe stayed on his line a little bit more there. But Sharp is so hard to defend. Great step, changes direction so quickly.
And the 2-point conversion was good, so it is a 7-0 UCLA lead as we go under 2 minutes to play here in the first of 2 7-minute halves. Another way to restart the game of Rugby Sevens is a line out. This will be a line out to Penn State.
Out for 32. Down. Backwards, play on.
Ball was knocked backwards, so not a knock on. Penn State retains possession. Under 90 seconds to go.
Play on.
Oh, great
defense.
defense.
In midair. And again, man on the spot, number 12, Seb Sharp.
Well, the try scored by Seb Sharp, but you got to give credit to Zach Bonte, number 2 for UCLA. Comes up so hard in defense and puts the pressure on the ball carrier. Watch this, the pressure there from Bonte. The pass made by Iramescu, but intercepted. And that's just great vision, good pressure. That is the game of sevens, Todd. It's all about pressure and how you deal with it. And so far, the pressure being applied by UCLA and Penn State not dealing.
Zach Bonte, number 2, the senior from Rancho Santa Margarita, California. They say he is the workhorse of this squad. Look at this. Brings a tackle to him in the air. Oh, perfectly timed by Seb Sharp.
Decision making, you got to be forged in the fire sometimes for a little bit longer, and you got to eat the ball. You got to know when to keep it, know when to dish it, and that time it should have been kept instead of thrown. And it's a 7-point consequence.
Free ball in the air. Penn State does come up with it. Malcolm May, the junior, number 1 with the ball. A nice clean out ball comes free. Play on, says the official. Great defense so far by the UCLA Bruins. Always 1, maybe 2, even 3 black shirts and a hard tackle as the horn sounds. Now remember, the half will not end until it's a dead ball.
Yeah, obstruction. It's when you use another player as a kind of a shield and don't give the defense an opportunity to tackle. That's obstruction. That's what the referee saw there.
Like a moving screen?
Exactly. And UCLA will try to put another one in before the half is over.
So can't end on a penalty. UCLA doing just that, trying to plow forward just about 30 meters out. Hard running here on the outside. The Bruins, Luke Hoffman, taken down into touch.
Nice tackle there at the end by Washington.
And that is the dead ball. That brings the first half to a conclusion. UCLA with a dominating performance up 14-0. We'll have the second half when we return to Philadelphia.
Dedication, passion, teamwork. There is no greater force than the power of a team. Rugby players take that to heart, and so do we. At Penn Mutual, our team is committed to working together each and every day to help you achieve your goals for a smarter financial future. Penn Mutual, your game plan for ensuring life.
No matter what you're building, get professional results with Quikrete fast-setting concrete in the red bag. It sets hard in minutes. Find out more at Quikrete.com. Quikrete, for over 70 years, it's what America's made of.
The Penn Mutual Collegiate Rugby Championship on NBCSN is brought to you by Subway. Try the new carved turkey and bacon sandwich. And by Penn Mutual, your game plan for ensuring life. And a man off and running, Niall Berry, just running through the Wolverine defense.
The CRCs has been our goal for the entire season. We've had it in our minds since we started training back in fall. So it would mean everything to win the CRCs. That's what we've been trying for a whole year.
Niall Berry, the captain of UCLA, his younger brother Kian also on the squad, originally from London, now finding home very nice in Westwood, California. And right now the Bruins on top here in quarterfinal number 1. They lead at 14-0 over Penn State, and the Bruins will get the ball first to start the second half. 7-minute halves, running clock. Glad to have you with us on an early morning here from Philadelphia as Mother Nature has pushed our schedule forward, so the fans not quite yet filing in to Talon Energy Stadium.
Retreat, White, retreat.
Aerial contest there, and UCLA comes out on top. First to kick by Sharp, and then Penn State kicks it right back, and that's the danger of kicking the ball away.
Not the guy you want to give space to, as UCLA running wild with Kian Berry. And now the Bruins starting to feel it slowed down a little bit early on, Brian. It seemed like that early morning start had the Bruins a little bit lethargic, but they came out quickly and answered with 2 quick tries.
It's good deep from Penn State. They really got to change their angles here. You're going to have to run vertical lines and sharp lines against UCLA. You run side to side, you're not going to be able to break this defense.
Now Penn State out and running. Ball comes free, and this is going to be a ball into touch.
And almost hangs up there for Devin Lim. What a gift that would have been if that ball slowed down. You can almost, tell by the demeanor of UCLA. They're more composed. They look more relaxed, confident with the ball in hand. No panic, and that's across all 7 players.
So after 3 games yesterday on Saturday, if you want to win the Pete Dawkins Trophy today, you got to win 3 more. Line out perfectly executed, and this time UCLA almost a jailbreak with Zach Bonte.
And that's a read call from Bonte. If he doesn't feel any pressure, he gets to go. But they lose it in the tackle. Great job by Penn State. They got to get something going here. That's not going to help. A knock on, and away goes UCLA.
Kevin Trotter looked to have room for Penn State, and it comes right back. This is how quick UCLA can hit you. And the Bruins, another try as the captain will take it in. Niall Berry.
Yeah, just when things start to go your way, you turn the ball over here. Good job by Penn State in the tackle area, but in the offload, the ball knocked forward. Devin Lim gets the ball out to the hands of Niall Berry, and he's been finishing great today. 5th try this weekend.
Big matchup for Berry yesterday when he picked up 3 tries against Michigan. He is doing some serious work for Scott Stewart's UCLA Bruins.
And one of the things that people think just come naturally, and it does to some, that evasive running, but it's a skill. You got to be able to see in your periphery what is coming at you, where the defenders are. And Niall Berry has a great sense for the space on the field.
Hey, Kevin, we don't need to make that extra pass. Just go.
And there you go. That's what Blake Burdett and I see the same thing. Sometimes you got to know when to keep it. You got to know when to hold it. And that time, number 5, Kevin Trotter, should have kept it. Tries to dish, costs him 7.
It is definitely go time for the Nittany Lions as they find themselves trailing 19-0 with just over 3:10 to play in this game. Winner moves on to the semifinals to face the winner of Dartmouth and Kutztown. Penn State just cannot seem to find any rhythm. Very little momentum. This should help. Penn State's going to get on the board as number 6, Joe Kelly, the junior out of Greenwich, puts it down for 5.
And staying on the job, and that's what this is all about. Penn State stays on it, finds a little bit of space on the corner here. 2-on-1 against Zach Bonte. Bonte takes the ball, that's what he's got to do, and help is slow to come across in the form of Danny Thomas. And the conversion goes across, so it's still within reach for Penn State, but they've got to do a better job protecting the ball. And this is when the bench depth for UCLA will start to make a difference. They can start rolling fresh legs in. Impact players.
So we go into 2:15. Now this is a key kickoff for Penn State, trying to get possession back because UCLA at this point can really just milk the clock, and they are so good at ball possession. Seb Sharp with a beautiful offload. Got the freshman coming and trailing in support. That is Devin Lim out of San Diego.
And, Todd, we mentioned before how greasy that ball is. Just a little bit of moisture, but it's making a difference out there.
Roll.
Penn State now with an opportunity. Sure tackling coming from the Bruins. Boy, Zach Bonte is doing a great job working side to side on defense. Big tackle by the Bruins. And Grace Noldner.
And Penn State was right, except they were a half second late. The space was in the middle of the field, but their decision making not quite accurate enough. And so UCLA had a chance to close its ranks and take the space away.
Let's go, hustle. Offside to the rock, 12 black.
So an offside called on UCLA, reset for Penn State. Beautiful sure tackle there by Danny Thomas, number 9 for UCLA. Inside the 22, here come the Nittany Lions. Can they draw within a try?
Andrew Escaro has a man on his right, wide open for the try. Instead, he ducks inside.
He's going to punch it through.
There's the captain. That's Selby Numatawalu.
He started from an offside.
Unfortunately, though, the two-point conversion goes awry, so Penn State now needs a try and a two-point conversion as Numatawalu able to punch this one through.
Must release.
This is great how he just took it.
Just quick tap.
Reset.
Sees a soft spot. He's only got a couple of meters to go. Zeros on the clock, but we're going to have the restart. Now, the restart kicks have been pretty poor for this Penn State team. This one can be competed for. Nice job lifting in the
rock, step back, step.
And at this point, Penn State, or UCLA, kicks it into touch, and that will bring the game to a conclusion. Dead ball ends it. So the UCLA Bruins, the number 1 seed, are moving on to the semifinals. Penn State made a great game of it in the last 5 minutes, but not enough. The Bruins are into the semis as they take down the Nittany Lions 19-12. Seb Sharp, the man of the match. Bruins win this one by 7, and they now await the winner of Dartmouth and Kutztown. Also, the Cal Bears looking strong as they face off yet again against Arkansas State.
Being British, it's not in our nature to boast. Fortunately, we don't have to. Introducing the critically acclaimed Jaguar XE. Experience the XE for yourself at your Jaguar retailer.
This is shaving. Blades here, blades there, some over there. Oh, that's not a blade. This is shielding with lubrication before and after the blades. Shields from irritation for a close, comfortable shave. The new Pro Shield from Gillette.
Good luck with that one.
Luck? Come on, you're not sweating this. You don't need luck. Just like you don't need one of those sweat-wicking performance shirts from Golfsmith.
How fast is it? Plenty fast. It's not how fast you mow, it's how well you mow fast.
It's not how fast you mow, it's how well you mow fast.
It's not how fast you mow, it's how well you mow fast.
It's how well you mow fast.
It's how well you mow fast.
Even if it doesn't catch on, doesn't mean it's not true. The John Deere Z-Track Z535M with our re-engineered deck to mow faster, better. To find out more about the Excel Deep Mower Deck, go to johndeere.com/mowwellfast.
great things about this nation, but let's remember how we got here. By breaking the rules, by being rebellious. Turns out we're still doing that today. NASCAR returns to NBC July 4th weekend. We'll take it from here.
This is what you woke up for. This is your Peloton. This is your instructor, Robin. Robin is not going to go easy on you. This is you attacking the hill, crushing the flats, climbing your way through the pack. This is how you make a better day for yourself and your family, here in your home. This is Peloton.
Suppose you need some extra cash fast. What do? Drive to a payday store, stand in line, and wait? Put the keys down and go to MoneyMutual.com. Money Mutual has a network of short-term lenders who can get you up to $1,000 in as little as 24 hours, even if you have less than perfect credit. That's why over 1 million people have turned to Money Mutual. So, forget about the long lines. Remember, MoneyMutual.com. That's MoneyMutual.com. This service is not available in New York or to New York borrowers due to interest rate limits under New York law.
Back in Philadelphia, he is the 2014 Hall of Famer, 33 years as the head man at Cal. That is Jack Clark.
Boy, finish, boy. Get down, get down. Attaboy.
I mean, Coach Clark is the guru of collegiate rugby.
Play for Coach Clark is to play for the best coach in college rugby all time.
We give it full measure for him and the university.
I don't think people, our fans at home expect us to win every time, but they expect us to put everything we have into it.
With Coach Clark, and you're heading for your 4th title. What specifically do you want to see from your team today to make that a reality?
Well, you got to hang on to the ball and you got to play good defense. I mean, it's not very complicated. It's hard to do, but again, we'll have good opponents today. Knockout rugby.
Okay, you played Arkansas State yesterday. Is it the same game plan today, or are you going to make any adjustments?
Well, we might make a couple adjustments, just wrinkles maybe. But yeah, I mean, they're a really good team, so it's going to be hard, but it's what it's about, right? It's Sunday rugby.
Okay, thanks.
So the Cal Bears, the 3-time defending champions, will meet up again. And there you see the big matchup. It was their 3rd game yesterday after blowing out Tennessee Maryland 24-12. Probably closer than the score indicated, as Arkansas State made a run late, but these are two of the very best team in Rugby 7.
Yeah, really a tale of two halves. Yesterday, Cal controlled the first half, but Arkansas State really came back and controlled the second. They've got some weapons. They gave up too much ball yesterday, weren't able to capitalize on their possessions, gave up too many points in the first half, but they look dangerous, and Cal's got to be a little bit wary of this opponent and having to play him twice.
Sean Potheater, Arkansas State's head coach, 2nd appearance at the CRC. They lost to Arizona in the quarterfinals last year. And the Red Wolves are a very strong squad. Got blitzed early on as Cal came out and put on 2 tries in the first few minutes and really had them on their heels. But it'll be interesting to see how they respond. Now, different situation today. It's much cooler, earlier start because of the inclement weather we're expecting later today in Philadelphia. So that is why fewer fans are in the stands, as we got an early start going here. And a penalty early on against the Cal Bears.
Yeah, offsides against Cal. This is exactly what we saw yesterday, is the same configuration, and Cal able to pin Arkansas State deep into this half.
So Arkansas State will kick it into touch. They'll have a line out, and we check in with Tracy.
I spoke to the coach of Arkansas State, Sean Potheater, and he told me they were caught off guard yesterday by the kickoff strategy from Cal. He said they've made adjustments to that. He said they got down early, so they're hoping for that not to happen today. He said today is a great chance to get some revenge. He says, and now we play the game that matters.
Yeah, no question about it, Tracy, as Cal intercepts on that line out, so the Bears take possession, and they stand up the Cal Bear. And it's going to be a turnover over to Arkansas State.
So Amal Jake Goena there gets taken into contact, but the ball doesn't come out, and so they surrender it. I tell you what, the battle in the restart that Tracy's talking about has been between Anthony Saliber for Cal and Connor Cook. And Cook gives away about 6 inches of height to Saliber. He's 6'5", but Cook's been doing a great job of keeping a little bit of bubble of space around him and bringing that kickoff in.
On the scrum, Arkansas State controls, but deep in their own end zone. They need some offense quickly to get themselves into a safety area. This is where Cal can just absolutely pounce on you in a dangerous ball. As the two players came together, it will stay with Arkansas State.
In that, Thomas Robles going after that ball, just puts his body on the line, and that's the kind of player he is. Sticks his head into anything. Fast break for
Arkansas State with
State.
numbers. Cal does a great job of retreating quickly. On the outside, a beautiful dummy. A fake pass. Sione Fonga-Awea.
And Robles goes in for the ball. Cook tries to kick it out. A little dangerous contact there, but Sione Fonga-Awea.
So the try goes to Arkansas State. They strike first, unlike the last game when they found themselves in a double-digit hole early on. The three-time defending champions now down at 7-0 as the two-point conversion is good.
Here he is, Sione Fonga-Awea. And the dummy. And you can see the
That's
fatigue.
a better start, boys. That's a much better start. Got to keep it up, boys.
Yeah, much better start. Anytime you put 7 on Cal, that is the definition of a much better start for Arkansas State.
A lot of folks thought Cal might be a little bit on their back heels, and another breakaway for Arkansas State. Nice piece of running on the inside, and it's another 5, this time by Connor Cook. Well, the tables have certainly turned on the three-time defending champions as they quickly find themselves down 12-0.
And again, all starts from the restart kick in the hands of Alex Goff, but then Connor Cook got some speed on the corner, and then the numbers mismatch. Rare to see Cal outnumbered on the corner. Russell Webb falls for the dummy, but still there's still numbers for Connor Cook if he needs to use them.
Jake. No, Jake.
This will be a little more difficult on the conversion attempt as number 10, the senior from Dalhart, Texas, Zinzan Elampadak will go for the two-point conversion. A beautiful kick and everything going the way of the Red Wolves. 14-0 now with 2:40 to play in the first half, and the fans that got up early to watch this one are being treated, especially if you're from Jonesboro.
Well, and plenty of time left on the clock, but composure really, and the pressure you can see already from Arkansas State, but they can't play too aggressively.
John Gawina breaking free. Cal just like that, striking quickly. This is how Cal does it. Anthony Salabert, whose father played for Jack Clark at Cal, gets Cal's first try and brings back 5 more.
Jake Gawina on the corner, and it was a one-on-one situation, and he just kicks out of this tackle by Dylan Boast. And then the pursuit comes. That's just good rugby right there. Get it in the hands of the open player, and that is in the form of Anthony Salabert.
Well, just like that, they cut the lead in half. What was 14-0 is now 14-7. And now Cal, with still 1:40 to play here in the first half, looking to strike again and maybe steal this kickoff.
Salabert will go way up and compete, and that's a great job. When you got a 6'5" who can run like Salabert, you're going to win a lot of restarts. And that's the trouble that Tracy was talking about earlier, that Sean Pothater was worried.
So the wake-up call has been delivered to the three-time defending champion, and Cal Bears answer accordingly. 14-7 now with the ball, 1:15 to play here in the first half.
There's an advantage there.
Numbers on the corner. Arkansas State comes across quickly, but the knock-on, a rare mistake by Cal.
Good patience, good patience.
The winner of this matchup will take on the winner of Arizona and Life. And look at this. Ooh, how's that for a Sunday morning wake-up call?
Jesse Milne, we saw him score a couple yesterday. Talked to his dad last night. Jesse Milne is going to go over to Ireland and play some rugby beyond the university. Some great players at Cal. One of them, Danny Barrett, who we saw here at the CRC, will be wearing a Eagle jersey in the Olympics.
Rugby returning to the Olympics after more than 90 years. It's rugby sevens, and the USA has made the pool. So they look very strong. The final decision coming July 17th on that 12-man roster. So after a quick start, Arkansas State put back on their heels a little bit by the quick strike of Cal, 14-7 as we approach the end of the first half. The clock does go to 0, but they will play on until there's a dead ball.
Arkansas State holding on in the tackle, and a great job by Patrick Barrientos to go in there, the number 6 for Cal. He sees the availability. The ruck hadn't been formed yet, goes for the ball, and it's not released. So Cal going to have one more shot before the half ends to equalize.
Beautiful piece of running. Cal Bears, 1 Bear and 4 Red Wolves finally get him to the ground inside the 10-meter mark.
Harry Adolphus goes for the dummy, and it is read well
Zach Young doing
by Zach Young.
Half cannot end on a penalty, must be a dead ball, and Cal just pushing closer and closer, trying to get the equalizer.
The numbers on the corner. Goenna's a little slow to get there, but Milne.
Jesse Milne. And Cal does answer back. Jesse Milne, the young man that we talked about in the opener who had a huge game yesterday for Jack Clark.
Yeah, scored 2 yesterday in the first match between these two teams. And this one, a little bit slow to develop, but eventually they find Milne on the corner. He splits the difference. You can see the slow feet of Connor Cook on defense, and that's the fatigue of day 2 already showing. And trying to stretch to defend these Cal Bears is a lot to ask any team in this competition.
Well, he does a great job of having the try right in front, so the 2-point conversion much easier. And after all that, we are even at 14. In quarterfinal number 2, the winner moves on to the semis. We'll have the second half when we return.
On the floor!
Hey, do something.
Oh, I'm not a security guard. I'm a security monitor. I only notify people if there's a robbery. There's a robbery.
Why monitor a problem if you don't fix it? That's why free credit monitoring isn't enough to protect you from identity theft. At LifeLock, we not only use proprietary technology to detect and alert you to a range of identity threats. If you have a problem, we have a US-based team of specialists who work to fix it. We'll even spend up to $1 million on lawyers and experts to set things right. Considering how often you use public Wi-Fi, shop online, and give out your social security number, it's no wonder that 1 in 4 people has experienced identity theft. It's not too late to get protection. LifeLock memberships start at $9.99 a month. Join now and get LifeLock risk-free for 60 days using promo code BANK. Protection begins immediately. Call 1-800-LifeLock or visit lifelock.com.
You need a website. Why not do it yourself? With Wix, you can create your own professional website.
Choose a template.
Change your text.
Add one of our images or upload your own.
And just like that, you've got your own stunning website.
The road to Rio continues.
Puts it away.
As Team USA looks for their 3rd World League title before going for gold in Rio. The Volleyball World League, Thursday, June 16th on NBCSN.
That was the scene just about a month ago in Provo as California knocked off BYU's 4-year reign at the Varsity Cup, and then the scene on campus at Berkeley. A little different celebrating in Berkeley than there was in Provo that night.
I think so.
As we start the second half here, it is all tied up. California, the 3-time defending champions, facing off against Arkansas State. And just moments ago, this was Jack Clark speaking with his team.
Hey, listen, our defense let us down there a little bit, right? We know we can defend them. Like we just ran too hard, target those inside hips. We did a great job of uncovering slow a couple other times, right? So if we get caught with a man down, just uncover slow, bracket that guy for a moment.
You know, Jack Clark gets all the credit, and he should, for being the head coach at Cal, but good people, successful people surround themselves with great people, and one of those guys, Tom Billups, his right-hand man, literally to his right in that huddle.
Yep.
And Tommy might be the second best coach in the country.
And he has stayed at Cal. Jack Clark has been the head man in Berkeley for 33 years. Entered into the 2014 Hall of Fame class for U.S. Rugby. Cal looking for an opening. Russell Webb, senior from Hong Kong.
And there's a good look at Tom Billups. He's a Hall of Famer in his own right. I tell you what, we talk about fitness to get through day 2. Tom is in charge of the strength and conditioning for this Cal Bear team, and they won't be outworked.
That was a big win for them, taking down BYU in the Penn Mutual Varsity Cup a month ago. A lot of people thought, well, maybe Cal will be just winded, just don't have anything left in the tanks, and somehow Jack Clark gets his boys up 3 weeks to recover, up and ready to go here to defend their title here at the CRC.
A lot of rugby left to play, and Arkansas State, you know, they were left here last year with such a sour taste. They lost 7-5 to Arizona in the quarterfinals. Took them 20 minutes just to get out of the locker room. They were so despondent after that defeat.
Good job, good job.
Nice job of tackling there as number 6, Patrick Barrientos, disrupts the play, and a chip on. And this is a smart rugby play here by a young man who's played a lot. Just can't handle the ball as a little bit of morning dew on the ball goes out of the hands. Fortunately for Russell Webb, it looked like he was on his way for another try.
Yeah, and just the greasiness of this ball, and Thomas Robles does a great job of coming over in cover, but look at just a great weighted kick there, and Webb's thinking, come on, bounce up.
9 times out of 10, he gets that ball, doesn't he?
Robles stays on the job, though, and the ball's going to come back.
We got a player down in midfield.
That's Harry Adolphus, and Adolphus has had some injuries. Wasn't able to play in that Varsity Cup victory in May in Provo. They just got him back. He's been sensational. Scored 4 tries in the opener against Tennessee yesterday morning, and that is not a good sign. And what that means for Cal is that they have an 11-man squad now effectively if this is the end of the day for Harry Adolphus.
So Nick Boyer comes in, number 7, the senior from Sacramento. Harry Adolphus out of Guildford, UK, a key member of Jack Clark's squad. But you look at the roster on these, every kid is a key member because one guy goes down, they've got another superstar blue chip recruit that's ready to play.
Well, an overthrow there in the line out.
Oh, big hit there. Nice job by Webb to come back in on the pickoff on the line out.
Well, that's how you make up for an overthrown line out, as you come in and you make a good tackle. Knock on there by Arkansas State. And see, deep inside their own territory, and obviously you don't want to make mistakes, Todd, but these ones are crucial.
With a team like Cal inside the 22-meter mark, game all tied up as we approach 4 minutes to go here in the second half of this second quarter final. The winner will move on to face the winner of Arizona and Life.
And you can see Arkansas State throws a man in defense. Blindside is on.
Wow. And this time he gets to the corner.
You can't give Russell Webb that much space. You could see it when they were aligning. Nobody over to cover. Arkansas State, Preston Weigel was coming across. He looked there, and there he is coming on the drag line. He's playing what the coach for Arkansas State calls that defense the boot. He says they put a man right behind the scrum. In that case, they need to shade all the way over to that blind side and take it away. You're basically just inviting Russell Webb to take the blind side.
Cal had stretched out their other players to the left. Russell Webb sees the opening on the right and takes it. Now, this conversion attempt can be very difficult, the angle he's got to look at, and Webb just comes up short, not the leg he needed. Yesterday probably gets it to go through, but after already playing 3.5 games, he is absolutely gassed. Look at the effort here.
Well, you know, the thing too, day 2, Todd, we talk about the fatigue. One of the things that can help you overcome the slowness, the lactic acid in your legs, is more communication. Although when you get tired, you start talking less. And I think somebody could have talked Preston Weigel over to the blind side more. Someone had to see it besides us up here in the booth.
So Arkansas State, after leading 14-0, have given up 19 straight points to the three-time defending champions. They've now got less than 2.5 minutes to try to get the equalizer and pull ahead.
Oh, great offload there by Zach Young.
Sacrificing the body and staying on his feet. A nice job there by Ricardo Ladigan.
Ladigan saves that possession, just plants his feet in the ground.
So crossing into Berkeley territory, here come the Red Wolves of Arkansas State. Plenty of rugby still to play.
Slow.
Well, Milne just gets enough.
Picked off. Bit of a lackadaisical pass behind, and Cal read it perfectly.
Sometimes the difference is inches, and watch the grip of Jesse Milne. He just gets enough to force the pass. Robles with the pick. Moments like that can get you into a cup semifinal, but don't count out these Red Wolves. They are only 5 points down, plenty of time on the clock. Right now is when we need to see how much composure this Arkansas State squad has versus last year. Oh, great read.
Picked off again. Didn't go for the dummy pass. Cal steps right in the path of that pass and picks it off.
And perfectly read by Patrick Barrientos. Watch him stay at home, reads it, almost the intercept. That cutback line is coming from the corner. Barrientos, if Barrientos drifts on this ball, that's a try for Arkansas State. And you drill in the awareness on the field. We talked about the spatial awareness that comes from going through repetition after repetition. Barrientos makes the right decision at the right time.
Critical scrum.
Fine. Set.
Knock.
No knock-on call there, so Arkansas State maintains possession. Looking for the equalizer here. Under 30 seconds to play.
Great head-up tackle there by Salibert. Oh, the kick and chase, but you don't kick it to Russell Webb.
Wrong man to kick it to. Arkansas State. Russell Webb off and running with support. Beautiful fake dummy, and look at this. What an effort for a Sunday morning.
Lays it back.
You run in support of Russell Webb, good things are bound to happen to you.
That is Fozzie Kawash comes in. We talked before in the pregame about moments. When you get called, you got to show up. You got to do something positive. Russell Webb, though, I don't understand the decision to kick the ball away. That's that lack of composure. They only 5 points down with really their final possession, and they kick it to the most dangerous man on the field. Great job of laying that ball back. Could have been a knock-on if he released it, and that is Sean Potheater, and he is absolutely aghast.
Well, the clock at 0, and that's how you get more playing time on a Jack Clark squad. Fozzie Kawash, the freshman from London, England. Two-point conversion goes awry. It does not matter. Damage has been done. California rattles off 24 straight points after being down 14-0. The three-time defending champions are into the semifinals. Coming up next, the Wildcats of Arizona face off against life.
Your car will get scratched, but Quix PSR will remove them. It's German-made and developed with technology that fills scratches with surrounding paint. In an intensive test of all scratch removers, Quix was proven by the leading consumer testing magazine to be the best scratch remover available and the only one capable of removing deeper scratches. For scratches that penetrate the primer, there's Quix PRP, the pen that seamlessly replaces your car's clear coat. Get Quix at Walmart and these fine retailers.
Forge your stronghold. Train a mighty army. Join players around the world and win a war of strategy. Vikings, War of Clans. Play for free now.
Anything can be new. Not everything can be better. The 2017 Hyundai Elantra with lane departure warning. Not just new, better.
From restoring damage in just one room to an entire building. Turn to the cleanup team that's here in your community and here to help at 1-800-SERVE-PRO, like it never even happened.
Attack! Odor! New Old Spice odor blocker. It's for sale. Destroy dirt's confidence with deep cleaning Old Spice Dirt Destroyer. Tell your armpits to stop crying like a baby with Old Spice Sweat Defense.
In Rio, we want to come home with another gold medal because representing our country means everything. Putting on that jersey and seeing that U.S. crest is what I dreamt of as a little girl.
Eastwood has been helping do-it-yourselfers, guys like you who restore and customize their vehicles since 1978. We have over 4,000 products that help you do the job right, like our full line of welders, paint, high-performance radiators, and more, plus expert advice when you need it. With up to a 3-year warranty on our products, including welders, you can trust the Eastwood name for all your automotive projects. Visit Eastwood.com today and use the coupon code Eastwood for 10% off your order.
If you've always dreamed of a 4-season sunroom, now you can make your dream come true. A beautiful 4-seasons room lets the light in so you can enjoy the company of friends and family season after season and can increase the size and value of your home for as little as $129 a month. Call 4 Seasons today and get free installation for a limited time. Live, love your life in a 4-season sunroom.
Welcome back to the 2016 Penn Mutual Collegiate Rugby Championship. Todd Harris, Brian Hightower, Tracy Wilson with you as we are underway now, and this is quarterfinal number 3. Arizona in the white jerseys taking on Life, and if you don't know much about Life University, it's a small school out of Marietta, Georgia. Undergraduate enrollment of 774, but what they do really well is play rugby.
Yeah, they got some kids who can certainly find the try zone.
Arizona has looked very good. They've had success in this tournament. 2015, they lost to Kutztown in the semis and beat Arkansas State in the quarterfinals. The winner of this match gets the 3-time defending champion, Cal Bears. Two 7-minute halves. The clock continues to run. Play continues on until there's a dead ball, even though the clock will be at 0. Wildcats just looking for an opening. A great job by Life, just bringing the green jerseys.
Yeah, number 1 for Life, Micah Slava, getting up a little bit slowly and effectively putting Life University down a man. Yeah, they got to sub him out. He's not going to be much use limping around on the field, so kind of in a one-man advantage for Arizona. Oh, it's a great open field tackle by Cody Melfi, the Colorado kid out of Littleton.
And with that, we check in on the field with Tracy Wilson.
Colton, your strategy for shutting down a high-scoring, fast-paced team in Arizona?
You know, it's just more of the same from what we talked about yesterday, and it's just being accountable for our tackles. We know that they've got very good footwork in their one-on-ones, so we've got to work hard and we've got to work together and we've got to stay condensed on defense and just work together.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks.
Colton Carriaga kind enough to spend some time with Tracy as Life University in their 5th CRC appearance, lost in the semis last 2 years to Cal and Kutztown, and of course losing in the finals in 2013 to Cal as they began their run. And this is one of the few times you'll see stoppage in play and the referee stopping the clock when there's a player in the field of play. Mikey Slava.
Well, Colton Carriaga talked about dominating in the tackle. Life's done a great job so far.
Now you see a Slava grabbing that left knee.
Stays in the game.
Yeah, still does not look to be 100%.
It's kind of one of those high-risk moves, keeping a guy who's injured, and a reflection of maybe the feedback they're getting from Mike, that it's not so bad.
And there you see the surprising upset by Virginia Tech over Life. 7-5 in a low-scoring game by a team that usually puts up multiple tries per match.
This kid putting the ball in is a special player, Duncan Van Skalkwyk, out of Charlotte, North Carolina.
Good job.
And that's sealing off is what the referee is saying. If you go into the ruck, but you don't give your opponent the opportunity to contest for the ball by virtue of sealing off, that means your body and your shoulders are near the ground and you're killing the contest, and that's the penalty against life. Arizona with another shot.
So still no score with just over 4 minutes to play here in the first half. Arizona now with good space and nice running on the inside as number 4 Shane Dempsey does some great work in the middle of the field.
Yeah, just push him into the edge. Get up, Mike, get up.
Numbers on the corner. They're great wraparound pass. Wow.
Ben Joseph unloading it to number 3. That was Cesar Davila, one of the captains for Arizona, and they are close to getting one. A big tackle there made after the ball is given away. And numbers on the outside. It'll be Arizona that strikes first.
What a pass from Jonah Elridge.
Get up, Mike, get up.
And this great wraparound.
There it is.
Good communication. They know it's coming. And watch the quick hands here by Jonah Eldridge.
Get in.
Ball movement out to the corner. Find the open man, get the ball to him. Tyler Sousley does the rest.
So Sousley gets the first try for the match and for Arizona. The sophomore from Osceola, Indiana, now finding his home in Tucson, Arizona, and the Cats are up early on life. And the 2-point conversion is no good, so it remains 5-0. Remember, the winner moves on and gets the honor of playing the 3-time defending champion Cal Bears.
Sousley was in Zimbabwe recently with the Collegiate All-Americans.
And there is Sean Duffy, the head coach of the Arizona Wildcats. 3-time semifinals. For more on Sean Duffy, let's check in with Tracy.
Well, Todd and Brian, Sean was all smiles before the game. He said he is thrilled with how his team has looked. He said this is all about getting back to the semis and seeing how far we can go. He said we are healthy, good to go.
Yeah, no question about it. This is a different Arizona team, Brian. It harkens back to the days 4 or 5 years ago when they had some really fast, strong players that are now playing for the USA. And coming right back with a nice answer is the running Eagles. Life University with a strong response.
Connor Mooneyham with the try, but it all comes from the work of Duncan Van Skalkwyk. Watch the little scrum half. He goes quickly, finds space on the corner, tests the defense, gets the bite on the defense, looks back inside. That's a great play by Van Skalkwyk. And all Mooneyham has to do is the details.
And Duncan will go for the conversion attempt worth 2 points. And it is good, and that is the difference in the game right now with just over a minute to play. 7-5, Life University leading Arizona.
And the transition, Arizona just can't keep up with the pace. Once Duncan Van Skalkwyk decides to go quickly, Arizona's already on the back foot. From there, it's just a numbers game.
Big hit delivered by Life University. Arizona maintains possession. 2 Van Skalkwyks on the field for Life University. We've seen Duncan, his older brother Xander, number 2, the senior. Beautiful open field tackle.
Textbook by Cody Melfi. Out on the wing, wearing the green.
Did you call him the Colorado kid?
That's right, Littleton, Colorado. Went to Heritage High School. Played in Glendale, not Arizona.
It's gonna be half anyway, so
Colorado. Yeah, they picked this kid up, and he agreed to come to Life University to get his education and play some rugby, and they have been really excited about his prospects.
So the clock goes to 0, play on until there is a dead ball. Cannot end on a penalty. Arizona try to milk this one out, see if they can get something. They've got a nice little break run there up the middle, but comes to nothing as Ben Joseph is quickly shut down, number 6.
Great job in the tackle by Donovan Norflet. The turnover for Life, and a space on the blind side. Just an execution error there.
And that is the dead ball we're looking for. The half has come. It is Life on top. 7-5 second half after this.
Hey, Rick. I've been meaning to get back to you. It's important. Next week. Yep. Sounds good. We'll see you. Tim, no time now. Halftime.
Yo, you play?
Where'd you find this guy? My life insurance guy. So what are you doing next weekend?
Maybe we could live in a house like that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
Why do we enforce seatbelt laws? Because in real life, you don't get a second chance.
Introducing the new Subway carved turkey and bacon sandwich. New delicious thick cut all white meat oven roasted turkey topped with applewood smoked bacon and cheese. Subway, fresh is what we do.
Defensively, we're working hard. We need a little more chatter, okay? In attack, deeper, deeper, deeper. We're all catching it flat. That's why we're having to go quick hands. We're deeper so we can make those decisions earlier. We need to work off the ball more. I mean more, okay? All right, guys, we're fine. We're fine. All right, no subs right now.
And that was Sean Duffy, the head coach for the Arizona Wildcats. I think I picked up on that right off the bat. As he said, like you said, Brian, more chatter. And you said on Sunday mornings, guys are gassed. They tend to talk less.
Yeah, it's hard to run and suck air and talk at the same time, but that's what you got to do. It actually makes it easier. It just doesn't feel that way.
Get up, Dave. Harley. Push, Harley. Push. There you go.
Numbers out wide. Good slide defense. Has to come quick from Life.
That's ours.
Holding on in the tackle. Good job at the breakdown. A little bit of chippiness coming from Life. They don't like it when they don't have quick access to the ball on a penalty. That's what all the raised feathers were about there.
Connor Mooningham. Quick restart. Xander Skalkwick, number 2.
And keep your eyes out here on the corner for Harley Davidson wearing the number 7 if he gets a chance with the ball. He's a special kid.
Wing, Matty.
Really dangerous out there.
Too light. Matty, wing.
Some substitutions coming in.
Tyler, come here.
10 for Arizona.
Spread the ball. Spread it.
So this is one of the good things about rolling substitutions. So Tyler Sousley's pulled out of the game. And I get a feeling that Sean Duffy will probably put him back in.
You're subbing out a sophomore in Sousley for a freshman in Matt Rogers out of Granite Bay, California. Sousley from Osceola, Indiana, and Arizona now with 5:16 to play in this game with control and a turnover going the way of Life.
Nothing in front of Melfi.
Look at this. Spin around, stays on his feet into the referee. Unfortunate there, unlucky as Xander Skalkwick was waiting for it.
So when the referee obstructs the play and basically kills this open play, he blows his whistle and then gives the ball back to the team who basically threw it into his chest.
4. Oh, sorry, 2, sorry.
I'll tell you what, being a referee in Rugby Sevens, you got to be fit.
Time on.
Yeah, on the international circuit, Todd, they bring their own strength and conditioning coach just so they can keep fit enough to keep up with the athletes.
5. Set.
Saying don't push. technically, you're not supposed to push before the ball comes in and is fed by the number 4 there, the scrum half. Not quite how it works out.
Is that technically like you're not supposed to travel in the NBA?
Right, exactly. Can't play the scrum half until he has the ball in his hands, and so penalty against Arizona.
Trying the outside. Beautiful tackle, offload, and a nice job of running the support by Cody Melfi.
Mitch Wilson can't keep his hands on it.
Coming up next, it's a great one. Former champions Dartmouth will be taking on Kutztown State. They'll be the hometown favorites. And Kutztown, who have been in the finals the last 2 years, that'll be our 4th quarter final still to come. And we will have our semi-set after that match. The winner of this one getting Cal Bears. UCLA has already gone through. They'll face the winner of Kutztown and Dartmouth. But still 3.5 minutes in this one, a 2-point game. Life leading Arizona 7-5, and a big hit there inside the 5-meter mark.
That's Harley Davidson, comes in with a crunching tackle. Good pressure defense here. Oh, and the pressure gets to number 11 from Arizona, Jonah Eldridge. Watch Davidson on the hit. Boom. Perfect tackle. Load up the feet, keep the legs driving, get the shoulder in.
Is there a better name in rugby than Harley Davidson?
That's great. And he's a great kid, too. Talk to him. He's from Boise, Idaho. And as if rugby wasn't, you know, thrilling enough, does a little skydiving in his spare time.
Guys, let's go. Let's go. This isn't 15s. Crouch. Bind. Set. Hold. Penalty advantage.
Oh, nice footwork on the inside. Look at this, dancing around.
Still penalty advantage.
Duncan Van Skalkwyk. And just punching it right through Harley Davidson.
That's just a train going downhill.
It's a Harley Davidson going downhill.
I tell you what, and the kid's put on some pounds. He's been hitting the gym. He's a smart player, hard worker. He's played so many different positions for this Life University team.
His second try of these CRCs comes at a very opportunistic time for the running Eagles.
Somewhere out in Idaho, his coach, Mike Saunders, is smiling.
So the 2-point conversion is not made, so it is a still 7-point game. So Arizona with an opportunity to get the try and the 2-point conversion to tie this thing up. Look at the work by Harley.
You know, and one of the reasons why Harley Davidson ended up at Life University is he talked to his coach and he said, look, you can stay here and play men's club level, but you're never going to be seen by any scouts. You're not going to play top level stuff. And so he ended up at Life University, and the kid's been getting some quality games, and he's under the tutelage of some quality coaches.
Shane Dempsey doing work for the Wildcats. And even the referee not knowing who had the ball as it went to the ground.
Still plenty of time for Arizona. All they got to do is keep the ball, be patient with it. They can't run side to side against this Life team, though, because Life, I think, to a man is a little bit faster than Arizona. So you got to puncture through the middle. Look how quickly up comes Cody Melfi in defense. Really putting pressure on these Cats.
Bryce Mantell, number 7 for Arizona, with the ball, moving it. Just looking for an opening, and a nice job there. Great footwork by Jonah Eldridge, number 11.
Not held in the tackle, so he gets up, goes again.
Big hit.
Give him the outside.
You heard the coach say, give him the outside. When you use that touch line as another player, then you can afford to do exactly what Coach Carriaga said for Life. Give them the outside. Go ahead, let them run into touch if they want to. Last chance for Arizona.
With the clock at 0, play continues on until there's a dead ball. Arizona trailing by 7. They need a try in the 2-point conversion.
Cody, let's go, Cody. Let's go, Cody.
Who is going to step up and make the play?
Be patient. Be patient.
You heard Coach Duffy, be patient. Oh, there's a gap. Rogers.
Can't stay on his feet, taken down right at the 1 meter mark. And now Arizona's going to try to punch it in.
Give him the outside. Give him the outside.
Had a man on the outside, just couldn't see the pass, and great work grinding his feet.
Cody, give them that.
Tyler Sousley, who came back into the game. Arizona just looking for something. Great defense by Live View, but they can't keep him out.
Dempsey finds the middle of the sticks. One of the reasons why Carriaga kept saying, give him the outside, is because he knows that the conversion is so difficult from the corner. And Dempsey just bulldogs his way. And one of the weaknesses of this Life University team is that they're not a huge team. They can be plowed over if you come at them with a little bit of speed. And Dempsey just goes straight over the top.
Well, this is critical. And it's a short chip putt, but he makes it. So, Brian, we are all squared at 12. What are we looking at as far as overtime? We will have that when we return to Philadelphia. Our first overtime match, Arizona and Life, free rugby.
Some might call us old-fashioned for being one of the only distilleries in America to make its own barrels. For making our own charcoal and taste testing every batch of whiskey until it's perfect. Of course, anyone who calls us old-fashioned won't hear an argument from us. We know how to take a compliment. The Jack Daniel Distillery, 150 years and counting.
Oh, you lifted your head up. Wow. You got to keep your head down, man.
That's right, keep your head down. And then go straight to the real experts who can actually help your game with the latest gear at Golfsmith.
How fast is it?
Plenty fast. It's not how fast you mow, it's how well you mow fast.
It's not how fast you mow. It's how well you mow fast.
It's not how fast you mow, it's how well you mow fast.
It's how well you mow fast!
It's how well you mow fast.
Even if it doesn't catch on, doesn't mean it's not true. The John Deere Z-Trax Z535M with our re-engineered deck to mow faster, better. To find out more about the Excel Deep Mower Deck, go to johndeere.com/mowwellfast.
This is shaving. Blades here, blades there, some over there. Oh, that's not a blade. This is shielding, with lubrication before and after the blades. Shields from irritation for a close, comfortable shave. The new Pro Shield from Gillette.
All right, guys, we brought you to this construction trailer to talk about trucks today. Which truck brand offers engines with best-in-class V8 towing or fuel economy?
We moving?
Where we going?
It's the answer to the question, baby.
Silverado.
Ooh, that's cool.
It's Truck Month. Qualified buyers get 0% financing for 60 months. Plus, find your tank and get $8,250 total value on this Silverado All-Star. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
What is this trophy that means so much to so many? Don't miss a moment. The Stanley Cup Final continues tomorrow on NBC.
We have got extra time for the first time at 2016 Penn Mutual Collegiate Rugby Championship. Brian, take us through the rules of extra time.
Pretty simple, Todd. First one to score wins.
Sudden death play. Arizona kicking off as Life won the coin toss. And this is where there cannot be a mistake, especially for Life in their end zone.
That's a great sure tackle by Sousley.
Move it, move it, move it.
All even at 12. The winner moves on to face the 3-time defending champion Cal Bears.
Take him out, take him out.
Good D. The support a little bit late for Life. That was their first chance at a break.
Oh, tempers flaring out there in the middle.
Well, once again, Life is upset because Arizona is making it tough for them to go quickly.
And Joseph holding onto the ball for the Wildcats a little longer than the running Eagles were happy about.
He's on his feet.
Clean to the ground.
Mooneyham looking for some space. Oh, had the dish back inside to Davidson, but couldn't make the connection.
Reload! Let's talk, let's talk.
Xander Van Schalkwyk, the other Van Schalkwyk brother on the field, wearing the number 2 for Life, and he's kind of been that cherry picker, staying on the corner, almost intercepted.
And an opening. This is sudden death rugby. Life with the ball and threatening on the outside.
Numbers. Van Schalkwyk coming on a line, but he slows down. Should have sped up. I think he could have gotten through that defense.
And a beautiful clean out there as Life trying to set it up, but Arizona takes it away.
A great
now the
turnover
Wildcats have it.
Work, Xander!
Boy, one little mistake and this could change.
Hey, touch, touch!
Long penalty advantage being played. Coach Duffy wanted it to be sent into touch for a line out. Instead, Sousley will go himself.
Beautiful inside out running. Sousley number 2. Does he have the strength? Defense is coming. No one running in support, and Sousley taken down, and that was a high tackle.
Mooneyham goes high. He does all the work, but he goes too high, and the penalty for Arizona. Oh, this could be a yellow card, a penalty advantage. Actually slowing the game down helps Life right now because 3 players can't get back on defense. They are struggling. You talk about the fatigue on day 2. A lot of players walking right now for Life. You can't like that if you're Coach Colton Carriaga. Too many people dragging the momentum, going the way of the white jerseys right now.
So Connor Mooneyham will go to the sin bin. He is out for 2 minutes. And a terrible time for Life, already a smaller team than Arizona, to be short a man. So now it is 7-on-6. First one to score is moving on to the semifinals, and Arizona so close.
Great tackle by Duncan Van Schalkwyk. And the try scored by Jonna Aldridge, and Eldridge goes over.
They had to work into extra time, but Jonah Aldridge, the sophomore out of Sacramento, gets the winning try, and Life University is taken down by the Wildcats of Arizona.
Oh, great match between the 2 teams. Life will be gutted, but Arizona deserving.
Arizona moving on. They will face off against Cal. One more quarterfinal to go when we return to Philly.
There's a part of everything that comes into eventually relations. Home is the heart.
Protect your big, small, or tiny house. Marquee Exterior, Bear's most advanced paint. Come find our top-rated paints, only at the Home Depot.
Hot Pockets. Hot Pockets.
Being British, it's not in our nature to boast. Fortunately, we don't have to. Introducing the critically acclaimed Jaguar XE. Experience the XE for yourself at your Jaguar retailer.
Who will take the final jewel of the Triple Crown? Destiny awaits at the Belmont Stakes on NBC and NBCSN.
The 2016 Olympic Games, this summer from Rio.
Welcome back to the 2016 Penn Mutual Collegiate Rugby Championship. We are now set for our fourth and final quarterfinal between Dartmouth in the green and Kutztown, the Golden Bears. Winner of this one will get UCLA in semifinal number 1. Kutztown just 75 miles away in Berks County, Pennsylvania. Very strong rugby program, losing in the finals the last 2 years to the defending champion Cal Bears.
Nice cover tackle there by Hayden Aldridge, wearing the number 3 for the Big Green. There's the captain with the ball, Wesley Hartman.
Two of the best programs in the East. Dartmouth, of course, 2-time champions here at the CRC, winning in 11 and 2012. And they stay on their feet. Great ball work. And unfortunately, just out of the hands as Vedekina Malafu unable to hold on to it. And we check in now on the field with Tracy Wilson, the head coach of Dartmouth, Gavin Hickey.
Gavin, Kutztown known as a big physical team. How do you match them?
Well, it's all about keeping our defensive shape. Tracy, we really do just need to make sure that we've got all those big boys marked and that we make our tackles.
Thank you.
Not at all, no problem at all.
Gavin Hickey, happy to be here in the quarterfinals, but knows what's ahead of him. This team, Kutztown, the Golden Bears, they are bruisers. Brian, we talked about it yesterday during pool play and just how disappointed they were last year, losing in the championship to Cal. And this is the day they have marked on their calendars. They want redemption. They want that national title.
Yeah, well, you know, they got to get through Dartmouth first, though. And one of the things that impressed me about that last series, Jack Braun wearing the number 2 with the ball in his hands now. And that's going to be a penalty. It might be a yellow card. Tip tackle, yep, it is. Straight away, the discipline. That is John Sage. And Sage is a veteran. Been here 3 times. And that quickly, it'll be a one-man advantage. You can't pick a player's hips up above their head and drive them into the ground. That's dangerous play.
So to the sin bin goes John Sage, the scrum half from Sioux Falls, South Dakota. And they will be playing a man down. Dartmouth, a quick striking team, turns the ball over at midfield, and here come the Golden Bears. And how would it be if Kutztown could get a try down a player?
Dawit Werke had a 2-on-1 against Alex Faison Donahoe, but Donahoe is the fastest man on the field, most likely, and he gives the ball too early. But a penalty here, one-man advantage. Can Dartmouth make something happen?
Nice piece of running there is Greg Greco, the junior from South Carolina, able to hold on to it, but he's tackled into touch.
Todd, when you have a one-man advantage, you got to be patient. 2 minutes of this advantage, and I think Dartmouth trying to hurry, and the corners are pretty well covered by this Kutztown team. They got great team speed. Vedekina Malafu on one corner, Alex Faison Donahoe on the other. A big guy wearing the number 9 like Krieg Greco, not going to be able to get the corner. So you got to go vertical against these guys. There's going to be space because there's one fewer player out there.
Intercepted by the Big Green. So Dartmouth looking to take advantage of the man advantage. And right now, a great job by the 6-man defense of the Golden Bears.
Sometimes you try to get too much. The big cutout passes should have just gone to hand. Here's the playmaker. Look at the step by Dawit Werke.
Does he have the speed on a Sunday morning? Faison Donahoe able to track him down and change his path. Otherwise, he was going in for a try, but numbers on the outside. Just not enough. Kutztown Golden Bears, and it'll be the try going the way of the Big Green. What a performance as their captain, Jack Braun, gets the first try.
Watch the step by Dawit Werke here. Just goes straight into no man's land. Kutztown still trying to figure out where is Dawit Werke, who was right in front of me just a minute ago. And the numbers. Curtis Oberg. And out to the corner. You saw the team speed. Werke looked like he was going to finish it on his own, but Alex Faison-Donahoe tracks him down.
2-point conversion, no good. We check in on the field with Tracy.
I'm with Coach Sean Duffy, and Sean, you were smiles before the game and after, but during some tense moments, what a comeback. Your thoughts on the play of your boys?
The guys have a lot of heart, and they want it. They just really want it. I mean, there's guys like Shane Dempsey, Tyler Joseph, they just man up, so it's exciting.
Looking ahead, you're going to face Cal, your strategy with them.
They're a good team. They're the champs, so we got to knock off the champs. And so, Jack does a really good job with those boys, and it's a Pac-12 rival, so it's going to be a lot of fun. It's good for the conference.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks so much.
Thanks for Sean Duffy to come back out and talk with Tracy as Arizona goes into extra time to take down Life and punch their ticket into the semifinals. 3 Pac-12 teams in the semifinals, I should say, with one waiting to go, and Kutztown and Dartmouth will decide who will have that last one. You'll see those semifinals on NBC 4 o'clock Eastern today with Cal, Arizona, and UCLA into the semis here at the CRC.
West Coast really putting a clinic on the Atlantic seaboard.
Dartmouth on top, 5-0, and they have possession. Took advantage of that one-man down as John Sage penalized 2 minutes in the sin bin. And so now it's up to Greg Doc Jones, the head coach of Kutztown, to figure out this Dartmouth quick strike. And again, the big green in for another try.
Jack Braun just steps inside the defense. When you get shoulders turned, and look at what Jack Braun does. Sees the shoulder, boom, just the step inside, and really just a whiff at a tackle by Jordan Geisel.
So Dartmouth striking quick both times with their captain, Jack Braun, young man out of New York City. And this time the 2-point conversion is up and good by Curtis Oberg.
Get there. Somebody's got to get there. Somebody's got to get there. Go on, Jack. Go on, Jack. Ben, patience, patience, patience.
Gavin Hickey preaching patience to his boy. Dartmouth in their 7th straight appearance here at the CRC. 2015, they missed out on the quarterfinals for the first time last year. And they look to be very strong. And look at this.
And there's yellow. Hayden Aldridge getting called for taking a man in the air.
You can play the ball, you can't play the man.
So what happens is, I think that the Kutztown player falls over his own man. It just looked like he was pushed by Aldridge. That's all the referee needed to see.
Yes, yes, yes.
Player safety in a very seemingly violent game, and it is now Kutztown with a one-man advantage. We'll see if they can get on the board, trailing 12-0. The clock is at zeros, but they will play on until a dead ball.
Oh, and a slight knock on by Kutztown. Their best opportunity with a man advantage, and they can't capitalize.
We are at the half. Dartmouth, the 2-time champions from 11 and 12. They have a 12-0 lead.
Somebody's got to get there. Somebody's got to get there. Go on, Jack. Go on, Jack. Yes, yes. Ben, patience, patience, patience.
This is shaving. Blades here, blades there, some over there. Oh, that's not a blade. This is shielding, with lubrication before and after the blades. Shields from irritation for a close, comfortable shave. The new Pro Shield from Gillette.
I had a limit, but with new odor blocker, the most powerful Old Spice antiperspirant in the world, I found a new one. 1,207 miles per hour. That seems to be...
It's a nice...
What I love most about Tempur-Pedic mattresses is that they contour to your body. It keeps us comfortable and asleep at night. Can I take a nap now?
Change your sleep. Change your life. Change to Tempur-Pedic.
New makes you want it. Better makes you want to keep it. The 2017 Hyundai Elantra with blind spot detection. Not just new, better.
It has begun. War is coming.
Saving the world is not a one-man job.
We'll protect the kingdom. Together. Warcraft, rated PG-13.
This is what you woke up for. This is your Peloton. This is your instructor, Robin. Robin is not going to go easy on you. This is you attacking the hill, crushing the flats, climbing your way through the pack. This is how you make a better day for yourself and your family, here in your home. This is Peloton.
Suppose you need some extra cash fast. What do? Drive to a payday store, stand in line, and wait? Put the keys down and go to moneymutual.com. Money Mutual has a network of short-term lenders who can get you up to $1,000 in as little as 24 hours, even if you have less than perfect credit. That's why over 1 million people have turned to Money Mutual. So, forget about the long lines. Remember, moneymutual.com. That's moneymutual.com. This service is not available in New York or to New York borrowers due to interest rate limits under New York law.
And I need honesty calls from every one of you. If you're gassed, okay, don't think about yourself, think about the team, get off. Okay? We're ready to go. 7 minutes left in our season. Let's go, fellas. Let's go.
And there you heard it, 7 minutes left in their season. Unless they can get the win and extend this game, Kutztown will be eliminated. Dartmouth looking very good, but Gavin Hickey preaching patience to his boys.
Well, they got to be patient because they're still a man down. Hayden Aldridge on the sideline. There's the yellow card. He's still got some time to serve, so you got to keep possession. You got to be patient, but the Kutztown is going to put a lot of pressure on the Big Green. They need to score next to get back in this.
We check in quickly on the field with Tracy.
Jones is trying to keep his team calmed down. He said, hey guys, we're only down by 12. We will get it back. Just play the system, get the ball wide. Also discussed in the huddle the fact that Dartmouth is using Kutztown's physicality against them. The magic word, share.
There you go, and this gets a nice start going. One-man advantage, they don't need it. Kutztown on the board.
They had to score quickly. They did. They get right back into it. It'll be an easy conversion right out of the scrum, and they just used that one-man advantage. And you got to win your own set pieces. Dartmouth with the put-in, but Kutztown steals it, and that's because they're a little bit bigger up front. Crucial steal in the scrum, known as a tight head.
It is now a 5-point game as Kutztown strikes quickly, heeding the words of their coach, Greg Doc Jones, in his 31st season. Now we've got ourselves a serious match. Both teams at full strength at 7.
And that's a big mistake there by
Let it go. Good.
Kutztown. A free kick.
Robert Stortz, ball has to travel 10 meters, so it'll go immediately over to Dartmouth at midfield. They have the lead, 12-7, 4:45 to play in this one. The winner is moving on to face the #1 seed, UCLA.
We heard their coach, Gavin Hickey, talk to the Dartmouth players about not being selfish. If you're tired, get off the field. And one of the interesting things about this lineup for Dartmouth is that their most potent attacking weapon is John Abraham. He's on the sideline with a pulled hamstring, so they're an 11-man squad right now with their best finisher gone.
Trent Hensley coming on now for Kutztown as Gavin Hickey looks on, a little bit of concern. He felt a lot better when it was 12-0, and Kutztown comes out to start the second half and strike quickly to pick up 7.
A mistake in the handling there, and that cost Dartmouth. You can't give up possession.
Watch the loop! Watch the loop!
Oh, the speed there. Trent Hensley.
Hensley is going to take it in, and we are all even. Well, Brian, you said to me at halftime, 12 points is not enough for Dartmouth.
No, it's not, and it's just because of the weapons around this Kutztown team, and one of them right there.
And more importantly, the conversion's going to be easy.
Yeah, and you got to stay connected on defense, and you could hear in the mic the coach, Gavin Hickey for Dartmouth, saying, watch the loop, and he knew a player was coming around to work that space. Dawit Werke been playing a lot of minutes. I don't think Dawit Werke has left the field yet this weekend for Dartmouth, and he's too stretched, can't get over, make the tackle against fresh legs of Trent Hensley.
And look at this, what we thought was just a chip, pushed left. So Hensley, after all that running, unable to convert on the 2 points, and we are tied at 12. Under 3 minutes to play in this, and Dartmouth has got to find a way to get into space, Brian, and get some offense.
Oh, that's a good pass out to the corner.
Dartmouth, nice work on the inside. Ryan McGuire tackled down just outside the 22.
And he had support in the form of green jerseys behind him, but you gotta keep possession. He hits the ground, ball squirts forward. I told you, Todd, it's a little greasy out there. It's not raining, but there's still a little bit of moisture on the field, not making that ball slick.
Eric, Benji,
Every possession that Dartmouth gives away gives more confidence to this Kutztown team.
Vedekina Malafu making the tackle for Kutztown, and it'll be a scrum to the Golden Bears.
You could hear the players yelling, pull out, pull out, pull out. They wanted McGuire to turn, distribute the ball. Instead, he goes, and it costs Dartmouth just
10, face.
offsides, working against Dartmouth. See the composure of Robert Storts.
Substitution now for Kutztown. Joe O'Shields, the freshman out of Charlotte, coming in.
Watch the loop! Watch the loop!
You hear the call once again. Watch the loop. Numbers on the outside, two of the fastest on the field. And Malafu taking it from Alex Faison Donahoe. See all the green jerseys paying close attention to those two.
Some good cover defense from Dartmouth. Referee thought that it was Dartmouth holding on and not releasing the tackled player. So Dartmouth fans might think it was the Kutztown player not releasing the ball, but let the debate continue.
Malafu. Storts. Nice tackle by Dartmouth. Alex Faison Donahoe out of Portland, Oregon, triggering the offense for Kutztown. It was 12-0 Dartmouth, and Kutztown has answered back, staying on their feet. It's all about the desire.
That's why Wesley Hartman's the captain of this team. He wills himself out of 3 tackles on the way to the go-ahead score for Kutztown, the senior from Johannesburg, South Africa. He's a great kid, Wesley Hartman. Talked yesterday about his battle with type 1 diabetes. He's insulin dependent, wants to be an example for all kids out there with type 1 diabetes to say, look what I just did to Dartmouth. You can too.
Yeah, baby! Yeah!
So Dartmouth will have one more opportunity here on the kickoff. They've got to maintain possession. Clock is at 0. It has to end on a dead ball.
The Achilles heel for this Dartmouth team this weekend has been their tackling, and they're normally very sure in the tackle despite being overmatched in the size department.
Dartmouth needing to try and the conversion to send this thing into extra time.
You got to be patient with the ball. The clock is not, even if it's zeros, the game's not going to stop until the ball goes dead. Oh, good turnover ball. They smell blood, does Kutztown. Game over.
And the Golden Bears come from behind. They listen to their coach, Greg Doc Jones, who says, be patient, we'll get it back, and they do just that. 19 unanswered points. So the semifinals are set. It will be UCLA taking on Kutztown Arizona taking on California as the Golden Bears representing the East Coast of rugby. The semis are set at the Penn Mutual Collegiate Rugby Championship.
4 by day, 4 by 4 by night, 4 by 4 the summer and for doing it right. 4 by 4 more hours of summer light, where all the color beach balls are black and white. For the summer parades with no street, 4 by 4 the dance floor sand kicking up under your feet. For fireworks are more than 4 by 4th of July, fulfilling our hearts, our soul, and our sky. For our 75 years of living 4 by forever.
If you need an extra guy, let me know.
Yo, you play? Good luck, right?
Whatever you need.
Cool, man, cool.
It's not cool.
Toast them the 11, man.
I thought we already had one of those. All right. You're playing.
We're teammates for life now.
Really?
Looks like I'm in.
Thanks, Johnny.
Thanks a lot. It's not cool.
He seems cool.
He's not. I guess you're playing.
That's mean.
Hope you're happy.
He's right behind you.
Great.
Sorry, Johnny.
Some might call us old-fashioned for being one of the only distilleries in America to make its own barrels. For making our own charcoal and taste testing every batch of whiskey until it's perfect. Of course, anyone who calls us old-fashioned won't hear an argument from us. We know how to take a compliment. The Jack Daniel Distillery, 150 years and counting.
It's really hard to find another event that brings the entire world together and celebrates each nation's champions equally. I think that's what makes the Olympics special. There's nothing that human beings have created that's quite like it.
Tomorrow night, the Stanley Cup Final continues on NBC. Can the Sharks continue their comeback at home, or will the Penguins take a commanding lead? Coverage begins at 6 Eastern on NBCSN, and the puck drops at 8 on NBC. Don't miss a moment. The fans from Life have made the journey up here. They've got two great squads here, both on the men's and the women's side. And here are the ladies of Life resting those legs after taking down Navy in the semifinal. And they look strong. They came out very sharp in the first half versus Lindenwood in the final. First off the bat, Christina Swift gets it going. She gets the first try, but Lindenwood and Hannah Gothrow answer right back. All evened up until Nicole Strasko gets loose. And it is Life University that takes the halftime lead, 10-5. We'll be back with the second half of the Women's Championship when we return to the Penn Mutual Collegiate Rugby.
All right, guys, we brought you to this construction trailer to talk about trucks today. Which truck brand offers engines with best-in-class V8 towing or fuel economy?
We moving? Where we going?
It's the answer to the question, baby. Silverado.
Ooh, that's cool.
It's Truck Month. Qualified buyers get 0% financing for 60 months. Plus, find your tank and get $8,250 total value on this Silverado All-Star. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
You need a website. Why not do it yourself? With Wix, you can create your own professional website. Drag and drop to create your site exactly the way you want. And just like that, you've got your own stunning website. Create your stunning website today.
Forge your stronghold. Train a mighty army. Join players around the world and win a war of strategy. Vikings, War of Clans. Play for free now.
Yep, it's termites.
Oh, get rid of them.
Oh, no, I'm not an exterminator. I'm a pest monitor. I only let you know when there's a problem. There's a problem. All right, you guys take care. Bye.
Why monitor a problem if you don't fix it? That's why free credit monitoring isn't enough to protect you from identity theft. At LifeLock, we not only use proprietary technology to detect and alert you to a range of identity threats. If you have a problem, we have a US-based team of specialists who will work to fix it. We'll even spend up to $1 million on lawyers and experts to set things right. Considering how often you use public Wi-Fi, shop online, and give out your social security number, it's no wonder that 1 in 4 people has experienced identity theft. It's not too late to get protection. LifeLock memberships start at $9.99 a month. Join now and get LifeLock risk-free for 60 days using promo code PEST. Protection begins immediately. Call 1-800-LifeLock or visit lifelock.com.
The Penn Mutual Collegiate Rugby Championship on NBCSN is brought to you by Subway. Try the new carved turkey and bacon sandwich. And by Penn Mutual, your game plan for ensuring life. Back in Philadelphia, glad to be joined now by Phaedra Knight, a hopeful for Team USA this summer at the Olympics in Rio. First of all, what was your reaction when you heard the Olympics were coming back with rugby, both men and women?
I was ecstatic, amazed. 2009 was that announcement, and it was just an amazing thing. I knew I wanted to stick it out and stay in the game a little longer.
We're going to put you to work here. Let's talk about this game, Life and Lindenwood. What you saw in the first half, what do you see happening in the second half, and who needs to make the bigger adjustment?
Well, Lindenwood clearly, because they're down, by a try, they're going to have to really make their way offensively in this round.
All right, so we are underway. Second half, it is 12-5, Life leading Lindenwood. And they need to get back to what they were doing. That is Lindenwood, the women with a good strike as Gothrow was able to put one in, but Life answers right back before the half as Strasko puts it in, and the conversion was good.
Oh, great pass over the top, but it can't be handled by Lindenwood, and that seems to be the way. There's a little bit of space on the corner. That was Hannah Gothrow, the try scorer from the first half. And Lindenwood did a nice job of opening up the outside corner, but the pass just a little bit out of the grip of Gothrow.
Well, you start seeing fatigue set in, third day of a competition, and those are the first things that go, those skills, basic skills.
So Phaedra, with 6 minutes to go, Lindenwood's certainly not out of this. A lot of rugby still to play. They've shown some quick strike ability, losing to Life last month 10-0, so they're in this one down by 7. But the way Life has done such a great job of handling the ball until then, it's going to make it tough for Lindenwood to get on the board.
Yeah, and they get a lucky break here. It was an obstruction, like you said, called. So if they could really focus on, again, being patient offensively, supporting, they may have a chance to strike here.
With 5:30 to play, we check in on the field now with Tracy Wilson.
Life's coach Rosalind Chow spoke to her team in the halftime huddle, and she said, ladies, we've worked hard all year for this, and it's coming down to the last 7 minutes. And then she asked of them for all gas on the offense and patience on the defense to hang on to the win.
Well, Phaedra, you've been in a situation before, these tournaments, these two-day tournaments where you're playing 4 or 5, sometimes 6 matches in 2 days. The ladies are absolutely gassed like the men.
Yes, they are. And you saw them between the semifinal and the final match, elevating legs, stretching, doing everything they can to flush that body of the lactic acid.
One of the things I've noticed, you guys, is that Lindenwood, with ball in hand, Life is just kind of giving them phase after phase until they make a mistake. We saw it down here when they had the ball in the Life 22, but they weren't able to make any pay dirt from it. And now the same thing has happened once again. Life with the ball after the mistake from Lindenwood.
Ball was dropped, knock-on called. So Lindenwood catching a break here, an opportunity for them to possibly get another try here and the conversion, which would tie it up as we approach 4:20 to play.
Back each other, let's go.
Well, we could see some of these young ladies potentially in the Olympics. It's probably a long shot.
As long as they don't take your spot.
Well, I don't have a spot.
Yet?
Don't have a spot yet, right? But there will be a national all-star competition coming up at the Olympic Training Center June 17th through 18th, and it'll feature a collegiate all-star team. And I bet you'll see the likes of some of these ladies out there.
When is the final word coming down, Phaedra? And when will we know the roster for Team USA this summer?
Probably somewhere around the second week of July, so we still have some time.
All right, Brian, it's an opportunity now for Lindenwood to get on the board. Life really bowing up their back with some strong defense. There's no room to have.
Strasko hits hard, but she slips off of that tackle.
And right up the middle, good defense yet again. It looked like Lindenwood had a shot there with Genesee Bacon running. Boy, the tackling is just rock solid for Life.
Looked like Amanda Divich out there on the corner, but they couldn't get her the ball. She's still there waiting for the pill.
Offside! Offside!
Nanny Persinger comes in and Life just steps in and takes it away. And why not just run this thing in? And she does just that. Mackenzie Hawkins gets it done. The freshman from Maryville, Tennessee. How about this, Phaedra? For a physical game in the championship, we'd expect nothing else.
Absolutely not. And they were just patient, Lindenwood. They kept picking and sucking in the defense for life until they finally caught him on the back foot, powered in, and put it down. That's the easiest try you want to make.
So the conversion now coming. This is key with 2:25 and the clock running. It's a 2-point game. This would draw it even. Can it go through on? Oh, the junior out of Fullerton hits the crossbar. So Life keeps the 2-point advantage, and now this is where the pressure is. Let's go back to this try.
Nice pick there to pull in more defense. It was uncontested rucks, so why not? And then they take advantage of this penalty, which is coming up here, called against Life.
Yeah, 50-50 call for me because she never got her knee to the ground. The Lindenwood player was technically held up. It should have been a maul and it could have been a Life ball, but the referee didn't see it that way, and you got to play the way she's calling the game.
So now Lindenwood needs another try to go into the lead. Great saving tackle there. No room on the corners. Life looking for some space. Well, they got players on the outside really stretching Lindenwood out there.
That was a big risk taken by Hannah Gothrow, but it paid off.
Beautiful tackle. Coming up on the final minute here in the women's championship is Life in the yellow, Lindenwood in the black.
Strasko's got to go with her. She's on the corner. There's space for her.
Oh, what a beautiful job. Sacrifices the body, and a player there running in support.
Once again, showing why she's a collegiate All-American player. Strasko gets her second try.
Yeah, but you got to credit number 6. That's Samiglia. She's the one who puts Strasko into space, puts the ball on a rope out there. You could see the space open up from our position up here, and you knew Strasko had to fill it. Good instincts, but a great delivery by the number 6 from Life.
Nicole Strasko, the captain. She's a grad student getting for her Doctor of Chiropractic out of Roland, Iowa, with a strong performance here. Now this is going to be big for this 2-point conversion. It is up and good. So some breathing room now for Life as Lindenwood was threatening. Strasko comes back and answers with a try.
Solid drop goal too for the conversion.
Well, that is time. That's the hooter. We'll see how much time we get
that's
here.
going to put it out of range for Lindenwood.
Yep.
It's nice to see Devon Thomas back in the game after going out in the first half due to injury.
Last year, Phaedra, we saw Penn State take care of Lindenwood in the final, and it looks like once again they're going to be runners-up.
So as soon as the ball goes dead, this game will be over. Brian, that's a maul, if I am not mistaken, isn't it?
It is indeed. You can finally, now Lindenwood goes to ground. She finally gets her knee down. That's the way the first one should have been called way back in that try for Lindenwood.
The Lions still battling.
That's super.
Look at this. Take her for a ride.
With a little bit of a high tackle there.
So she played the advantage, and we play on. 19-10, Life has this one all locked up. As soon as the ball goes dead, they will be your national champions.
You can see Lindenwood's not going to give up. They want to close that gap. Playing for pride here.
Move it, AK!
They are just, Live is doing anything they can to get that ball and kick this thing into touch so they can end the game. Lindenwood not going away quietly. Look at this little jailbreak.
Offsides, I believe.
Oh, nice wheels though.
Now it is. Now it is.
That's the captain.
Wow, Strasko picking up a yellow card, so she's going sin bin.
Yeah, she has to retreat and come through the gate because she was not the tackler, and she failed to do that.
So 1 player advantage now for Lindenwood with the clock at 0. Life just hoping for a dead ball so they can claim the title. And Lindenwood just not going away.
Nakia Butler, she's been great in the tackle.
And finally,
it goes into touch, the ball is dead, and the game is over as Life claims the victory and the title, beating Lindenwood 19-10. Strong performance by all the athletes on the field. And Tracy Wilson standing by with the winning coach, Rosalind Chow.
Dr. Rosalind Chow, congratulations. Your thoughts on this team and what they did today?
It's just a special group. They've been working hard all year, and they play together as a unit, and they support each other, and I'm just so proud to be their coach.
This is Life's first win at the CRC. What does it mean to you and your program at the school?
We're just so happy to give back to our program, and all their support, we're happy to come out with a win.
Congratulations, and go celebrate.
Thank you.
Life University, the Running Eagles, the ladies get it done as they take down Lindenwood 19-10 in a very physical matchup for the championship as they take home the title back to Marietta, Georgia. So the women's title has been decided. We've still got the men's competition to take care of. And Brian, as we take a look at the semifinal brackets, it looks like the Pac-12 has come to play. Kutztown, the only team that could spoil an all Pac-12 final.
Absolutely, UCLA, California. We knew that they were on a collision course.
UCLA has to get past Kutztown, Arizona, and Cal in the other semifinal. It'll be a fantastic day of rugby as it continues on NBC. Thanks for watching the Penn Mutual Collegiate Rugby Championship on NBCSN. Head over to NBC right now for continuing coverage. Up next on NBCSN, it's beach volleyball and the AVP Seattle Open. So on behalf of Brian Hightower, Tracy Wilson, Phaedra Knight, and our entire crew, I am Todd Harris saying so long for now. We'll see you in a moment on NBC with more rugby action from Philadelphia.